This is where people sign up. There's a little video here which explains a little bit more about the platform. You can sign up through Gmail. But basically, yeah, you just upload your podcast and it converts all your listeners into a mailing list whenever. So it gives you like a special landing page that you redirect listeners to. So it's very simple. All you do is you share this link on your bios, on your social medias, or you say it in your podcast, and you just basically advertise, hey guys, go to this link to access my bonus content. Every single time somebody clicks on that link, it takes them to your page. And the moment they click play, it automatically pulls in that person's data so that you can start to message them and they get added to your contact list. Obviously, the bigger your contact list grows, the more people you can message. You can probably even make more money from sponsorship because now you have direct access to your audience. So before I actually log in, I'll show you what the page looks like. So this is what a typical landing page would look like. You can see the bonus content there. You can see the podcast. Take a note of this number. So this is 36 subscribers that's in the podcast. I'm going to get back to that in a second, but this is where the podcast feed will be shown and it all gets pulled in. Like I said before, you don't actually have to take away your anchor or take away your any hosting provider. In fact, you need the hosting provider because it pulls in automatically. So you don't need to keep uploading your content. It automatically does it within an hour. It's on ZipiStream and it's distributed on here. But if I as a listener was to leave this podcast, so if I was to leave this podcast here, and you'll see that that number that was on 36 before now goes down. If I was to search that same podcast again, here we are. So right now I haven't got access to this podcast, and this is what most listeners will see the first time they visit. You notice that number's now down at 35, right? So that means one person has left your contacts list. But you know, if I'm a new listener and I get this link, I see this link in your Instagram bio or your Facebook bio, or somebody sends it to me on WhatsApp. Okay, I want to access the bonus content. What the listener will do is the moment they click this button here, it automatically add them to your dashboard as a contact, and then they'll have access to your details. You know, that number's gone back up to 36 now. The podcaster, so you actually get an instant notification to say, hey, Junior or somebody else has just joined your podcast. So it's great. You know, you get those buzzes in the middle of the night just to know that more people are actually joining your mailing list. And you can obviously turn those notifications off if they get annoying. But sometimes I feel like it's really good to sort of know when people are listening and who's tuning into my audience. So yeah, so these are basically the main features. Like I said, you don't really need a link tree because you can put all your social links here and it redirects people. You can even put your Spotify there. If you want people to go listen on Spotify instead of listening on the platform, you can upload your Apple podcasts. You can also upload your own personal website here as well. So you can upload any link you have. So have multiple links in one. So if I actually log into the back end, I'll quickly show you what the dashboard looks like from the podcaster's perspective. So here is where I can manage my podcast. So this is the link here. So you can just copy this link and you can post it and you can share it on social media. That's the link that people go through to opt into the mailing list. And all they have to do is click play or click join the podcast, and instantly their details get sent over to you in your dashboard. Here's where I can upload my bonus content. So you have almost 100 MB of data that you can upload each time for each file. Here's where I can connect all my social links. So I haven't connected my YouTube yet, but we can do that. And this is where I can change my feed and I can edit my feed and I can change my profile. I can change the description. I can edit whatever I edit on this page, basically alters on this page. So people can obviously see any updates or any changes that I've made to my landing page. But here's a really, really cool part, right? So if you're on the standard plan, you can actually see all your listeners. So I can see who my top listeners are. You can see that's my 36 listeners. That's all here. I can go back through. I can see a weekly or a monthly overview of how my listeners have grown. And it's really cool. But even better, I can actually send messages to all my listeners as well. So anything that I type in here instantly gets shown to the listeners' email addresses. So I can send a broadcast message to every single person. It's very, very simple. It's very, very easy to use. And like I said at the start, it's completely free, right? Completely free to use. And if you wanted to actually upgrade to the standard plan where you can start to send out the messaging, then that's just $4.99 per month. £4.99, sorry, not 499. £4.99. Literally, it's the price of a coffee each month. So yeah, so that's the platform. It's very quick, very simple. You can set up in literally 60 seconds. All you have to do is go to the page, and I'm going to put the link in the bio. So just click on that link. You can set up your free account. You get a 30 days free trial as well of the standard plan. I recommend you go to the standard plan because it's a no-brainer. If you're going to collect all those emails, then you might as well want to message those emails so you can start to really engage your audience. So you just take that link, take the link that you get, your social link, and then you just basically post that on all your social media platforms, and it sends people to your landing page. The moment they click onto your landing page to access your podcast, access your bonus content, enter any competitions, use all these clever marketing tools to entice people to your podcast. And then once they click on that link, you've got them there, you've captured their data. Even if they're just browsing your podcast for like 2 or 3 minutes and they don't actually listen to the whole episode, at least the moment they click that link, you've got them there on your contact list, so you can start to re-engage those people. So it makes the marketing effortless. It really streamlines everything that you need to do, and it's just automated all there in one for you. So have some fun with that, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Like I said, it's going to be very, very quick. If you have any questions, feel free to message us.